Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Hyundai Sonata guys. It could be any year, any generation, and you have code P0088 which indicates high pressure in the fuel rail system. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is and one common thing that most people never ever actually think about that. So all that will be covered in this video today. Now, before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. That way we can keep making these free videos for you. Now, if you need to buy guys any parts tools for a good price and quick shipping, check out the links in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So with that being said, this is the 2.4 GDI engine that came out of that Hyundai Sonata. Now, even if you have a different engine, the procedure is about the same. Many of you have been asking us in the comment section below to share information about actually the computer diagnostics that we use, so we decided to do that. That's the scanner guys. It works on almost any car you can think of. It's an all system scanner. You can read every computer in your car, read the lead codes, and it can pay itself off in one-time use. So I will put the link in the description of the video below for your convenience if you want to check it out. Now, with that being said guys, okay, let's explain now actually, okay, what can cause that code P0088, which indicates high pressure in the fuel rail system. So this is your fuel rail. This is a GDI engine guys. What that means? It means that you have the fuel rail right here, which is installed on the cylinder head. Back in the day, the fuel injection system was installed on the intake manifold, and it used to spray in the intake valves, and from there it goes to the cylinders. Now that GDI engines that are produced by Hyundai and Kia actually sprays directly in the cylinder. Okay, that injector, okay, let me pull one out, sprays directly in the cylinder, and you can see the amount of carbon buildup here as well on that injector. So that's exposed to enormous amount of heat as well. Now, those injectors are kind of like the diesel, okay, diesel injectors, kind of like thing that's how it functions. You have low pressure fuel pump that's in the fuel tank that will pick up the fuel from the fuel tank, send it to the high pressure pump. That high pressure pump, fuel pump, actually runs on the intake, on the exhaust camshaft. When the camshaft is turning, the pump will pump, it will create quite a bit of pressure, send it to the fuel rail, which I don't remember the exact number, but I think maybe let's say 400 psi, and it will maintain constant pressure here so the injectors can spray exactly how much fuel they need. Now, if you have high pressure guys, code, what you need to do on the fuel rail, you have a sensor right here that's known as the fuel rail pressure sensor. That sensor, if it's malfunctioning, it can get that code as well guys. Another thing, inspect the wire, make sure it's plugged in, it's not broken, it's not pulled from the connector as well. Sometimes people will disconnect wires and they will yank the wires out, so make sure that everything's contacting correctly as well. If it's not the sensor, what else can cause that? It could be malfunctioning high pressure fuel pump. Why? Simply due to the fact that you have one sensor here that's known as a fuel volume sensor. By sending the pressure in the fuel rail, it's going to send that information to the engine computer. The engine computer will tell the high pressure fuel pump exactly how much fuel needs to go that way, which is kind of like these two work like the fuel regulator on your car. So very, very important thing guys. So those are some of the most common ones. Now you have to make sure guys, okay, another thing, make sure that the fuel injectors are in good condition, make sure that they're not plugged in, clogged up as well. But another thing that I notice sometimes, okay, if you guys have water actually in the injection system, sometimes it can affect how the sensor reads as well, because water is thicker than gasoline, so if it gets stuck it can affect it as well. So in some cases make sure that once in a while you use an water additive, because especially winter time you get gas from gas stations that are older or condensation occurred, you can get some water in your fuel system as well. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.